Hey guys, I don't need to introduce myself. This video's for those of you that I was chatting to on Band. I know it's going to get about 3 views, but if you do run into the general, then it might help. Um, so Luke mentioned that the last video looked a bit lucky with how I detonated the giant bombs. It wasn't. I don't think it was. I said I fought the base over the last couple of wars. But I did something in the second attack. The previous video was my first attack last war. This was the second one, and I realised while I was watching the replay back from the first attack that there's actually a way that you can make it more consistent. So if the first one did seem a little bit lucky, hopefully this won't. It's changed with the HoG deployment, so the army's fundamentally the same. Also for Tuck. Tuck said that he uses this base, and for anyone who's attacking it, there are certain variations. As Luke mentioned in the thread, the base that Hulk attacks in one of his videos, whichever one it is subtly different from the previous one that I attacked. This one again is slightly different. Basically, it's about the trap placement. I mean, the Expos and the Queen can move slightly. In this incarnation, it's actually slightly easier. The real thing you need to look for is this defense down here. It's its spacing that's the key. So here, it's tight up against this wall. That means that he's put traps all the way around this. So what you don't want to do at the end of the attack is have all of your hogs end up down here, because it's surrounded by spring traps and stuff, and you'll lose a bunch of them, maybe as many as 10. And if you lose 10 hogs at the end of the defences, then you won't have enough left to get through the rest of the base. So that's a really important thing to check at the start of the attack when you're planning your assault. Just figure out whether that defence is down there. If it's as it is here, save a couple of balloons and maybe a hog or a balloon and 2 hogs. I think that's what I use here, just to get rid of it from the bottom. Don't come down on it. So yeah, it's tiny little things like that can be the difference between say getting 90% or getting the 100. So the balloons go in at the top, as with the last one, then the other balloons to lure. Out comes all the Clan Castle. Sorry if this is a bit rushed. It's early in the morning and I'm so busy this week. So there's that one gone. As I said, that defence is out now. So then the kill squad. As usual, I can actually speed up this bit. Right, this is all boring. Then goes the jump spell. Right, so he hops over there. Now let's get back to normal speed. Now, the key is, right, there. I deploy the hogs from the bottom first. Last time, if you watched it, you saw I deployed the wave from the top. What that means is they're going to get through the top faster than they're going to get through the bottom, which doesn't help, because what I actually want to do is I want the bottom hogs, the bottom 4 or 5, to get through these couple of defences and trigger these bombs before the top ones get there. So last time I was actually pretty close in the timing, too close actually, which is probably why Luke thought it looked lucky. As I said, I think if you do deploy them at the top, you can still do it, but you have to be really fast down here. But if you're a little bit slower, if you're deploying them at the top, if you're a little slow putting the ones down the bottom, then they will all trigger these bombs at the same time. It's actually a lot safer if you deploy them from the bottom first. So when you attack the base, do this. Don't do what I showed in the last video. In fact, having deployed them down there, this one actually has a slightly unexpected eventuality. Obviously, I've been attacking lower in this second attack. So what happens is I clean out the bottom, detonate the one bomb there, way away from the other hogs. They're still working on the Expos, which is great. Then half of them come down. I saved the third heal, as before, to use down there. But because these defences are slightly lower, I think it's because the defences were slightly lower, I chewed through all the defences so fast that the other half of my hogs never even came down. They didn't have time to. So yeah, again, that works better. That's great, because it means you've got hogs more spread out through the base to get rid of all these extra defences quicker. This one was done faster than the other one, and there's a lot more left. I mean, there was quite a lot left in the last one, but this time you can see there's most of the army left. So yeah, basically that's it. I don't need to zoom through this. So yeah, if you want to defend, if you do want to use the general, it's not a bad base. If it was, honestly, I wouldn't have made these videos. These ones caused us a bit of problems last time. Hopefully they won't cause anyone any more problems at all. If you do want to use it, my advice would be put your black air mines up the top and here, because these are the weak spots. These sides, and up here, because that's where people will try and lure from. Keep a balloon in your clan castle, and yeah, do something like that. Maybe not with that particular defense, but trap a defense with lots of spring traps, because hogs hate spring traps. But there are definitely better bases out there. Anyway, I hope that helped, guys. And yeah, if you've got any more questions, just throw them in the ban thread. All right, cheers.